There's smoke coming out. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rex. Whoa, people. Today's video, we are back at the track. And I've got two cars here with me today. This NSX and this Accord. Underneath is a TT02 SR. Underneath here is a TT02R. The TT02 SRX has recently been released, and I need to convince myself that I don't need it. If you follow my channel, the last time you saw these going around, actually I don't think you've ever seen the R going around, but the SR I entered a race in, and I have a practice video, a tuning video I put up. Well, back then it was just a torque tune motor, I believe, and now I put a 17.5 in both of them, which is essentially nicer, higher end censored brushless motors. So yeah, let's get one of these out on track. I think I'm going to start with the R first, because I don't know if I really had a chance to put it on track yet. And I'm wondering if I should try these tires. The unfortunate part is the sidewall's not glued, and I'm pretty sure we'll need to. But I'm gonna go ahead and try it anyway with these tires that came with the R kit. Okay, no sauce. I'd like to hope it won't flip over, but nobody ever has success here without gluing their tires. Oh. I am not having a flipping... Whoa, I'm not having a flipping problem. I'm having a traction problem. There's no traction with these tires. I thought they'd be more grippy. Somebody did tell me to toss the tires that came in the TT02R kit, but I didn't believe them. I mean, they're not garbage, they're just not good. You can tell when I'm slowing down. When I'm slowing down, the car doesn't want to slow down and turn at the same time. This car drives weird. Doesn't turn in at the end. It's weird. Sometimes it turns, sometimes it doesn't. Let's sauce these tires up. Alright, try number 2 with sauce. Let's see. If it's any better, then we know it's a tire problem. If it's not better, then we know it's a car problem. See, it looks like it steers, but it doesn't off throttle from the sweeper. Oh, it does now. Wow, sauce made a bit of a difference there. There's smoke coming out. What's smoking? Tell me it's just a fan. But I feel like it's the speed control. Oh, it's smoking. And why? I switched it off and it started smoking. Weird. Oh, speed control is really hot. Whew. Crazy, what happened? I don't know what happened. But the speed control's up in smoke for sure, I'm sure. It smells like it anyway. But why? Nothing's wired wrong. I want to plug it back in, but I'm scared. Radio on. Okay, that's done. The R's done. We're going to the SR, I guess. Well, that was really dangerous. I don't know what happened there. You saw it working, and then I went to shut it off and it stopped working. And I'm looking for shorts and cuts in the wire, and there's nothing. So... Alright then, we'll have a look at the TT02 SR instead, and hopefully this exact same speed control, the TBLE 04 SR, because it has a fan, hopefully this doesn't fail. But it seems to, I don't know. Alright, I'm thinking we gotta plug this in. Oh, now I'm scared. Trauma. I'm gonna have trauma my whole life now. And everything works, I tried everything. Oh yeah, I gotta sauce the tires and then get out. Alright, TT02 SR, first try, with sauce, 17.5. Let's hope this doesn't go up in smoke like the TT02R did. Oh, way more sensitive than the other cars I've been driving. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to. Woo! Give me a few laps to get used to this. Woo! A little too much steering. I can't be too aggressive, it is lifting and flipping. Well, it's really difficult to drive without it lifting. I think I put too much sauce on. Should have just half sauced. Woo! This track is, I gotta get used to this. Pardon my Silence. I'm trying to figure the car out. I mean, there weren't this many hairpin style. There weren't this many corners. I don't know. This track definitely is different from what I drove before with this car. But, oh, definitely most of it is me. I've been driving some slow cars since I came back here. My reaction isn't what it was. Ah. All right, let's keep trying. I can't drive this without flipping it. I'm tiptoeing with this car, so I can't be fast. I've already re-glued the front edge of tires, front of the sidewall. Maybe I should turn down the amount of steering I have. Have I thought of that? Let's do that. Let's turn down the amount of steering I have. That's a little better. Look at that. I just turned down the amount of angle I'm getting. Still got tons of steering. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I gotta figure out my turn-in point there. The end of the straight. It's not turning tight enough now. I want to turn a little bit tighter. Whoa. Alright. Car's probably tired and hot. Alright, so I'm weighing out my options here to get it to not lift so much. I didn't fully pay attention to whether it was the front or the rear lifting, but I do know that the front has a lot of traction. The rear has looped out a couple of times, so I think I shouldn't touch the rear, and I need to reduce the grip in the front. It's definitely not corner exit. It's either corner entry or mid corner that it's going over, which means I gotta deal with the front end. I don't know what I should do first. Should I try a stiffer or a softer spring? Do I raise the roll center by essentially lowering the inner link? The only way to do that here is to raise the outer link. I could reduce the ride height a bit more, but that means opening up the shocks, and I really don't want to do that. I wish I could control the droop and limit the ride height that way, but I don't have those settings on this car. A quick, easy thing to do, I think, is just switch the springs. We're gonna go harder real quick first and see what happens. Also, less sauce. So I guess we're gonna be a little inconsistent. We had full sauce before, we're gonna go half sauce on the tires now. Maybe I should just half sauce the tires first. All right, another attempt. And the springs that I put on ended up being softer instead of harder than I intended, but that's okay. Okay, I need to fix the ride height. I forgot. I have softer springs in the front. I need to add a preload to fix the height. Alright, we added a 1 mil spacer on each front shock to increase the ride height. There we go, the front's not scraping as much anymore at all. Look at that, 1 millimeter made the difference. Oh, it's scraping there. It's lifting. It's lifting even more now mid-corner. Seems like the softer front is allowing the car to roll more before it lifts, but ultimately it still wants to lift. I like that I've kind of lost the twitchiness. The car's a touch lazier, but ooh. So that was mid-corner, so I gotta stiffen it up. I think I gotta stiffen the front, not soften. Stiffening it won't help the twitchiness, but overall it'll reach its ultimate level of grip sooner, and its ultimate level of grip will be less. Alright. In the meantime, while stiffening up the springs, I think I'm gonna add a touch of toe out in the front, just so it's easier to drive, it's less darty. And I think that'll also numb out the steering, the initial as well as the mid-corner steering. Oh, and one last thing, I'm also going to move the shock position of the lower shock position out to angle the shock even more, therefore reducing the front grip even more, hopefully. And we've run into a problem. The shocks are now too short in this position, and it makes the arms go up. It's not totally bad, but there's no ground clearance now. So what that means is I need to either open up the shocks and take out the spacers limiting them in there, which is a lot of work, which is not bad. And I would do that if I had the right shock oil with me. To replace the shock oil, I have to drain out of here. But I don't have that same shock oil. I only have softer, and I don't want to go softer. So I'm going to switch this back and drive this car without sauce and see what all the other changes did, which was the toe out, went back to the harder springs, and I think that's it. If I'm having issues still, I'm probably going to start stiffening up the rear so that it slides around a little bit more. Camera definitely won't help the flipping, but let's try and get some good footage. Whoa, definitely doesn't help the lifting. All right, that's not helping. Woo! Trying too hard to go wide. Whoa. I got it in the slippery outside stuff, and then you got no grip right after that. Oh, lost concentration. Oh, lost concentration, started thinking about stuff. I start getting, man, I got ADHD for sure. Oh, I think I was just letting off too much throttle. But I'm kind of rolling with the throttle now, and it's lifting less. Oh, spoke too soon. Alright, so I'm 2 battery packs in, and we've got 4 more battery packs to go. I'm not going to be recording all of it. Hopefully I don't miss anything great, but you get the gist of it. The car just keeps getting better, and I keep getting more used to the car. It's definitely still lifting, but mainly when I'm driving it very aggressively. I need to not drive so aggressively, but I'd still like to stop lifting. So one thing I'm going to try now is I'm actually going to add shims to all 4 corners and widen the car, see if I can't get it to stop flipping. No, I lied, I'm going to record, because I made some changes, so I need to record. So what I've done here is laid the rear shocks down a little bit more, 1 setting from the top, hoping to reduce the amount of grip in the rear, and also gave it more rear camber. So the intention on by doing this is to have the initial grip, initial turn-in grip, reduced, because there'll be less contact patch now once I'm coming from straight to turn. However, once I'm turned mid-corner, I do understand I will have more contact patch on the ground, and I should have more grip. So, but hopefully I'm flipping on initial turn-in, and that's what I'm fixing. And also reduce the grip by laying the shock down a little bit more. Let's get out there and try. Alright, a lick of sauce, let's try again. All kinds of changes to the rear end this time. All right, so I've taken out a lot of the camber, like a lot of it in the rear. Let's see what happens now. Otherwise, it was running pretty good. Let's clean it up and go back out there. I'm also going to raise the roll center by adding maybe 1/2 mil shim under here and 1/2 mil shim under this ball joint as well. Whoa, people. I forgot I was supposed to add the shims at the wheel hexes to widen the car. Okay, so I'm actually raising the roll center by 1 millimeter. We are going to add shims to the hexes, and I've also reduced the amount of camber the rear has. Let's go back out. Yo, what's going on? Sup, it's been a while.